Hi guys, Emma here at the Vlog Lady, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 7 of The Perfectionists. I have some thoughts about the episode as well as an overriding theory for the whole series, so keep listening if you want to hear that. So first of all, what did I think of the episode? I quite liked it because I think it was more like a PLL episode than previous episodes, and I really liked that conversation with Mona and Ali, which reminded us of the Doll's House. Those were some of the best episodes of PLL in my opinion, and it also made for intriguing listening. If you've never watched PLL before, I think from that conversation alone with Mona and Ali that you will start watching PLL just to find out what the hell was going on. So in regards to Mona and the cupcakes, I did initially think it was a little bit lazy to reuse all of these PLL scares, but now I'm thinking that it's actually playing into the plot of this series. The fact that they're about to start calling the ultimate villain A also implies to me that the bad guy of the piece is definitely inspired by things that happened in Rosewood, and I think there are motives behind that inspiration. I think we're getting to know the characters a lot more. Caitlin, certainly so in this episode. I got the impression that perhaps she'd had a childhood which was overly focused on academia and the drive to succeed and her place in the world, where in fact she was lacking a little bit of motherly love and downtime. So a couple of things that I just thought are weird is Taylor's sort of non-reaction to her brother's death, as well as her mother's non-reaction. They should surely be a little more cut up about it. I think it's a little bit odd. Taylor referenced her brother in this episode and then immediately she was talking about how she's going to handle being in the limelight and the press attention and everything. Okay, so I'm going to go on to my theory now because I can't talk about anything else that I noticed in the episode without referring to what I think is going on. So my theory is that, what's it called? Beacon Guard is not actually a security system. It's not only a security system. It might have been set up to be a security system in the beginning, but I think that it has a dual purpose, and I think that whoever's running it is looking for somebody to recruit for some either government role or for a role in the security services, and I think that they're targeting this particular school because it is the best of the best. The reason I think that Taylor was targeted initially is because I think that she was the most likely candidate for recruitment, and somebody didn't want her to be recruited. Now I think there's going to be a double branch involved here. I think there might be two baddies. So in regards to Taylor, I think the person that attempted to kill her is a different person to the person who was attempting to kill everybody else. I think that with Taylor, we might see it's been her mother or her brother. Maybe there's some parental favoritism. Maybe her brother was jealous. He certainly was not beyond manipulating people and maneuvering things to his own advantage. In regards to the second person, I think it's one of the students, and I think they know that they're being watched, and they know that they're a possible candidate for this fantastic role. I don't know if it sounds a bit stupid, this, but I think that it has to be one of the characters on the periphery. So we're looking at Jeremy, Zoe, Zach, Andrew, or Mason as one of the suspects. Nobody else so far. I certainly don't believe that Dana Brooker is in any way the person that we should be looking at right now. I think that she is actually just trying to solve a murder, and she knows a lot about these kids because of the security systems monitoring them, and she's managed to somehow learn a lot about them. I think that Mona, although she knows the influence of Hodges, what's it called? Beacon Guard. Yeah. I think she knows the influence of Beacon Guard, but she doesn't know what they're doing, so she doesn't know that they have another motive. So she's working with them, but she's not privy to the information that she needs to be in order to solve this particular mystery. So of the suspects that we have, I think that Zoe is a very likely candidate because of the fact that she's a blonde girl. She's barely featured in any of the episodes, but she still had a little bit of focus on her, and I think that's sort of what they did with Mona and PLL. There's also some strange information about the Hodges family. There is one particular file on the computer system which hasn't been assigned to a family member. It's almost as if there is another family member, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is a hidden sibling. Zoe again is a prime candidate for that. Jeremy is a suspect to me because he has targeted Caitlin, who in my opinion would probably be the next in line to be the smartest person at the school, at the faculty. So if he's involving himself with her to the degree that he is, does he have an ulterior motive, or is he genuinely interested in the romance of it? Zach seems like a pretty quiet character, but you never know with these types. He apparently only had that one grievance against Ava, but I think he's one to watch. Mason is a very interesting character because obviously he has gotten himself involved with Mona. He apparently did not know that Mona was his game opponent, or did he? Because that would be a clever way of getting involved with her, and she has a lot of influence in terms of deciding which of the students are most academically gifted. I also think that Mason, by approaching Mona and saying he didn't fit in here, was revealing his vulnerabilities. Perhaps that was a big bluff. And then of course there's Andrew, who feels like more of a major character than the rest of the characters that I've just mentioned. But he, in this episode, I noticed that he was doing all the work in trying to make up again with Dylan, and really it should have been the other way around. Dylan had a lot to apologise for and a lot to make up for, and he didn't. It seemed like it was Andrew who was having to do all the crawling back. Definitely there seemed to be a bit of imbalance in their relationship, I think, and makes you wonder why he is so quick to return to that relationship once he's been cheated on like that. So that's my theory. There was an alternative theory that I had in which the same thing applies, except the Beacon Guard operatives are looking for someone who has actually committed a crime, some kind of genius serial killer or something like that, although that's a little bit more far-fetched, I think. Even though I've got a feeling that the whole thing is going to be far-fetched, just like PLL was. Anyway, thanks for listening today, and you can subscribe to my channel if you like, and follow me on Twitter at @thevloglady. Leave a comment below to tell me what you think of this episode, and I'll see you later.